Sunny, welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. Our last one for today, but it's finished. Portland Thorns 0, Chelsea Women 1, and I mean it was a good game. It took a while to get going, but once we got going in that second half, it really got going. It was an exciting game to watch. It was the last 30 minutes or so. It was end-to-end stuff. A lot of chances for both teams, but Chelsea come out the winner and they take third place. They should have been playing in the final, though they really should be in the final, but. That's a different conversation for another day. A much improved performance, I think, from Chelsea. I mean, to be fair, they didn't play badly against Lyon either. I mean, it was just that towards the end of that crazy 20 minutes that they had where the defense just went to sleep a little bit. In this one, they were a lot more switched on. They looked a lot more, I guess, a lot more concentrated and looked a lot more sharper. And that's bound to happen as this is still preseason for Chelsea, so as they get into the rhythm they will build that fitness and that sharpness, but they did look a little bit better in this game as compared to previous games, or rather the previous game I should say. The goal itself, interestingly enough, I mean, again, wonderful pass from Reiten to Kerr. It seems like Sam Kerr is involved in everything, isn't it, with Chelsea? It just feels that way, and it was a nice little layoff for Harder. Again, Harder, I mean, I don't know what it is with her, but she just seems to miss chances that that others could probably take. I just don't know. But again, she kind of couldn't get the shot away. She was kind of turned around. The ball breaks to Reiten, and then Reiten, rifles it home, and that's a good finish by the way. Reiten, it's 1-0 up for Chelsea. And I mean, Portland Thorns had so many chances, so they had quite a few as well. I mean, Christine Sinclair had that opportunity, which was blocked off. Sophia Smith. I mean, that chance was Sophia Smith, by the way, which was again a wonderful pass from Christine Sinclair. I believe it was in the 70th minute, and I thought that should have been a goal. That really should have been a goal. I mean, it's got to be a goal. And I think what Sophia does is she just delays it a fraction of a second, which means that her angle narrows, and then now she's got to, because once her angle is narrowed, she's got to go either side of Berger, and she just can't get that direction, and Berger makes a save. But really, once you're through in that sort of position, you've got to score. You really have got to score, especially at that level. But that's what it is. I thought a balanced player in Chelsea deserved to win. They had a few other chances where Sam Kerr hit the post. I mean, that was again free header. Sam Kerr gets it away, and the Bixby just about manages to get it onto the post, which is a great save from Bixby, and that was good. And there was another chance as well, I think, for Beth England as well, where again she was put through. I think she should have done better as well. I think it was almost like catching practice for Bixby. She just grabbed it, and I thought England could have done more in that situation. So a lot of different chances for Chelsea. And again, this would be a concern for Emma Hayes. I felt that they could have scored a couple more against Lyon, and if they had, they would have won. And they missed those chances. And we're talking about guilt at chances. Yeah, I think again in this game as well, for Emma Hayes would be saying there's quite a few moments where Chelsea could have done better, but the strikers could have done better, and they just couldn't take those chances. I mean, Lauren James as well had one at the end. It was a bit difficult. It was not exactly guilty, but she had a chance as well to perhaps test the keeper more, and they didn't. So that is something that they will look at, and that they have to look at, especially when the season starts, because that sharpness in front of goal still needs to be there. I'm a little bit worried about Millie Bright as well. Again, I thought she looked. I mean, the defense looked better than what it did in the last 20 minutes against Lyon, but there's still a vulnerability there in that defense, and there were quite a few opportunities where Portland got in behind Chelsea, which shouldn't be happening, and it did. And I'm just sort of Millie Bright. I'm just thinking, has she got back up to speed? Because it's been a big summer for her, of course, with England, and the kind of hangover that you have when you win a tournament. Sometimes it takes a while to get over it, and I think that might be a problem for Millie Bright, because she's such an important player for Chelsea that you wouldn't want her to have that situation of having to work her way back into fitness once the season starts. So that is something that they'll have to look at. I'm also a little bit worried. I mean, there's also set piece vulnerability for Chelsea that I think needs to be addressed, because there were not that many set pieces. I mean, there are not that many opportunities. But the set piece, some of them, they really look vulnerable in some of them. And again, it's something that Emma Hayes will have to address for Chelsea. I mean, again, they're not going to play teams of this quality that often, but still, they've got to work on these things and make sure that they've got that right. For Portland, it's a little bit disappointing, because they had a few chances that they really should have made more of. I just felt that, I don't know what it was, but it almost felt like they were a little bit afraid of Chelsea, of giving too much space to Chelsea. That they started slow, and then they got into the game. They got more possession. They did better. Just felt like they were kind of a little bit not as ruthless as they could have been, and not as decisive as they should have been in some of the chances that they created. So that's something that will have to be addressed. But they're doing very well, doing quite well in the NWSL. So that would be something else for them. So maybe maybe it's just levels, right? But they will want to they will feel that they could have done better in this game and that they could have done more, especially with what with the fact that Chelsea never really got away from them because they always just a 1 goal lead. So they could have done better. That's I think what they will feel. But it's in some ways it's preseason. In some ways it's an invitational tournament. I know teams take it seriously, but sometimes you just gotta go, well, this is a learning curve and this is a learning experience for the for the more serious stuff that comes. So sometimes we take it that way as well. Anyway, congratulations to Chelsea. Smash like for Chelsea. Smash like for Reiten. Good Reiten. Got that big goal and the 3rd place for Chelsea. And I'm sure they'll be very happy with that. So do smash a like for them. If you're if you are for Chelsea persuasion, do smash a like for them, of course. And let me share your comments. Let me know what you think about Chelsea, about the game and about Portland as well. Just let me know what you think because I always love to hear your comments. I'm very curious to see what people think about Chelsea's prospects this season because I'm sure they'll want to do more in Europe. I think along with of course in the WSL they want to win Europe. So like, no, wait, what do you think they stand when it comes to competing in the Champions League? Definitely share your comments, of course. I'm always happy to hear them. And do remember to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We've done quite a few videos today, and we're going to do quite a few tomorrow as well. So if you subscribe, you get notified for those videos, and you can also check out our previous content. And of course, we always appreciate your support in growing the channel. So please do, follow us, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.